Hello, gentlemen of the league, and anyone else who's watching. We are now in the final week of the regular season, and I'm coming to you with a little more energy than I've had earlier this week. I felt a little bit better today. I chugged like half a bottle of Dayquil, said fuck it, and went into the office. I'm not going to lie, it wasn't my most productive day, but we did it. We survived. We got court in the morning, so God only knows how that's going to go. I can barely speak. I'm going to be froggy as hell trying to yell at the judge. But yeah, week 14 predictions. I already walked everyone through the standings, what everyone kind of needs. It's kind of a top five. If you win, you might get a better seed. Everyone in the middle, it's kind of win and then pray everyone else loses situation. But we got some cool matchups. Let's just go ahead and get into them. All right, getting this one out of the way, I got literally nothing to play for except a record. I had 12 wins would be the most in our league's history, and honestly the most I think I've ever seen in a league that I've personally been in. So that would be cool, but I don't have a lot of faith. Mikosi, I think, has a 1% chance of making the playoffs, so, I mean, I guess technically he does need to win. I'm picking Mikosi here. My team's a little this week. Which I don't like. I got Terry on bye, so I'm starting Tucker on Vegas. Hopefully Myers doesn't play, and so he's literally the best option. I got MVS in. Oh, my team is tough this week. Dobbins is out. I went 11-2. I lost Rashid Rice, my number one pick at wide receiver. I traded for Diggs. Immediately lost him a season-ending injury, and I lost Dobbins to a season-ending injury. And I'm still 11-2. That's pretty impressive. Little pat on the back to myself right before it catches up to me, and I think I lose this one. My only saving grace is Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley might combine for 80 points against the Rams defense. That secondary is it makes the Commies secondary look like just beautiful. I mean, the Rams secondary is dog shit. And that Carolina rush defense, I think they're giving up like 180 yards a game on the ground. So my team's basically those two. If Breece Hall goes down, I have Braylon Allen. Shout out Brett for dropping him. But Mikosi's team, I love these top four matchups. Sam Darnold against Atlanta. Rachaad White against that Vegas defense. Cook against the Rams. I like Neighbors. I'm taking Mikosi here. I think it'll be a close game because, like I said, I have by far the two best players in the matchup. But my depth gets a little sketchy. I'm having to start Cole Kmet. I don't know. I'm going Mikosi. Hopefully I win. Doesn't really matter. I think I have the 1 seed locked up. Good luck, Mikosi. Here's a matchup that's very fun. Clay is in the playoffs. He's fine. But I think he could be anywhere between the 2 and the 5. So, obviously, being the 2 is much better. It'll probably give you a better matchup. And Brett needs to win, and he needs to get very lucky. I am picking Brett here, and I'll talk to you why. Josh Jacobs has been a beast. I don't see Detroit stopping him that much. And then you have Joe Burrow, Chase Brown, and T. Higgins against that shitty Dallas defense. You got Brock Bowers against that Tampa defense. And you got Devonta Smith against Carolina, assuming he's healthy. Those matchups are insane. I'm going Brett here. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. For Clay, Swift didn't practice today, and you have Roschon, who also didn't practice today. Guess who picked up Chicago's third stringer? This guy. Jaden Daniels is on bye. It'll be a common thread here. I hate Cleveland players this week. I think Pittsburgh is going to come out angry. I think TJ Watt might kill someone. I think they're going to want to absolutely destroy Cleveland for what they did in that snow game. I would be worried, but I don't really know much. So I'm going Brett here. Clay, still in the playoffs, still a very, very good team. All right. Another kind of important matchup. Cal's in the same spot. It's kind of like last time. Cal's in the same spot as Clay, or he could be anywhere between the 2 and the 5, I think. And Sutton is win and he's in, lose and he's in a really bad spot. Unfortunately for Sutton, I don't like him this week. Cal's going to win this. Sutton's squad is an absolute shambles. Taysom and CMC are done for the year. Myers didn't practice today. And Coleman has been out for like 4 weeks, and he's just now getting back to practice. So even if he does play, he's going to be a little out of sync. He's starting Brooks, who I thought before the season was going to be fucking awesome, but then he was hurt, and Chuba Hubbard just balled the fuck out. And so, yeah, Brooks sucks. And then on Cal's side, I mean, benching CeeDee Lamb against a historically bad Bengals defense is a choice, especially since he's trending towards playing. Starting Westbrook and Keeney over CD and Addison also feels crazy, but I'm doing it in my other league, so I don't really blame you. I guess this would be the week you're already in the playoffs to kind of fuck around and see if he can keep up that pace. They are playing Jacksonville, who's dog shit, so I don't hate it, don't love it. If CD's healthy, it feels like you kind of have to play CD, but once again, what do I know? I'm going Cal here, obviously. Sutton, I hope you sneak in, somehow win a playoff game, and then I get you to play you in the second round because this team is horrible. Another doesn't really matter matchup, but a very close one. Scott also has like a 1% chance to get in. Ish is already pretty much locked into like the 3-4 seed. Ish has a bad bye week this week, and Scott's projected to only lose by 0.3, and he doesn't have a defense in yet. Scott will be projected to win this matchup. If Metcalf and Walker go down, I'm going to hate that I officially picked Scott to win this, but whatever. I like the Noah Gray play. Ish is missing Derrick Henry, and Zay Flowers, and he's starting Hunt and whoever Washington is, who's questionable, and has Mac Jones throwing to him, and is on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, I don't know. But Hunt is, Kansas City, Pacheco was awesome to start the season. Hunt was awesome when he went down. Now that they're both there, they're both good enough to get snaps, but not good enough to be good fantasy players. Unless they just start phasing out Kareem Hunt totally. But I don't know about those. So I'm going Scott here. Ish, this one doesn't really matter for you. Wow, I apologize. I've been talking a long time. I'm picking Rob here. Pushan, one more ass whooping on your way out the door. Rob's missing Joe Mixon, so there's kind of a chance. Like I said, Cleveland players, don't expect Jerry Jeudy to do that again. You picked up Isaac Guerrero. Only chance in this, but I'm still going Rob. Sorry I didn't talk about this very long. Rob's already in the playoffs. Pushan's our loser. It's just not that interesting of a matchup. Unless Rob scores 180 again, and then I'm officially very scared of Rob. This is a very important matchup because Maish had one of the higher percentage chances to get in, and his team is in shambles. He's got Lamar on bye, Brian Robinson on bye, Cortland Sutton on bye, Jonathan Taylor on bye, and Fairbairn on bye, and Goddard is hurt. So he's got basically an entire new starting lineup. Debo's awful. I thought Gus Edwards was going to play a lot better last week, but maybe he'll get into a groove this week, although Kansas City's D-line is very good at stopping the run. Najee, I think, will have another good game, but I'm going Rag here. Maish, your lineup is just so riddled with injuries and buys. I like these running backs. Monty on Thursday Night Football will be big. Evans, I think, is trending towards playing, and that Vegas defense is shit. I'm going Rag here. This is what I do every time. I try and save the good matchups for the end, and then I talk about the bad matchups too much. This is the good matchup. This is the most important matchup. Hayden's a win and he's in. And if Briggs takes down Hayden, then that opens the door for like 5 different teams to get in. With that being said, I had Hayden circled, and then I went back and I exited out and I picked Briggs. I'm rocking with Briggs this week. I want Hayden to win, but I'm rocking with Briggs. Hill is leaning towards in. Bucky Irving and Moore both didn't practice at all, so they're kind of leaning out. I think this matchup runs through what Amon-Ra does in a couple hours tonight. I'm picking Briggs. The hungry dog runs faster. Let's go, Briggs. Briggs winning this would really spice up the playoff picture because I think Sutton's also going to lose. So if Sutton and Hayden both lose, it's going to be fun. It's going to come down to some tiebreakers. Let's get it. Sorry, Hayden. So yeah, here are my official predictions. We are in the last week of the regular season. It's been an awesome season. Yes, maybe I'm biased because I've only lost twice, and those losses were like months ago. I haven't lost in forever. But yeah, I will be dialed in on Thursday Night Football tonight. Great game. And a lot of fantasy players in this matchup. I know I have a wide receiver, so I'll see you guys next week. Get after it.